Before starting the video, let me give a disclaimer that these videos are going to be purely for the purpose of knowledge sharing, information sharing, and promotion of hobby. We are not just going to talk about one bird or one bird species or one animal or one animal species or mutation of animal or bird. We are going to do it one by one in set pattern form, and we will move toward different birds, different species, mutations, and different animals and their mutations. Even we will move toward agriculture, but it is going to be done by one manner or by step by step. Rather than just getting hurried up or giving some negative comment, you need to be patient and stay with us. Moreover, this is not just going to benefit us, but this is going to benefit all of the people who are involved in these things, and it is going to help make this hobby not only hobby, but going to make this hobby as an industry all around the world, which is going to benefit people from all around the globe, not just me or my organization or people who are attached with me. The purpose, I'm again saying, is for the promotion of hobby. It is not going to showcase anything that we are a big entity or I'm having very much bigger knowledge than other people. If someone has more knowledge, then he can come up with his or her own video on his own platform, and I will appreciate it. Negativity is not in favor of anyone. It will just only result in bad for everyone. Even after this, if someone finds some negativity in it, then I can only just pray for every one of us and pray to Allah that He will only make positive things happen. Thank you very much.
Assalamu alaikum. As I mentioned in a video related to DS, that I will tell you about the DS mutation and further segregation that I do to explain, or I do because of difference in results that I have got, or my own experience that may be not experience of anyone else, or anyone can have a different version. He or she can come up with his own video on his own platform if he thinks that there is better information, or she thinks that there is better information available with us. So we will today talk about the DS mutations, the segregation that why I make this segregation, pairing of DS, and moreover the results of this, and an international price of DS that is going to be an estimated price, especially if it is going to be of double factor. And I do not know about the cream face DS price still, so I would not talk about that. So let me first tell you that, as you have seen or listened in the video, that there are two divisions in dominant silver, that are single factor dominant silver and double factor dominant silver. I have further done two more divisions in them, so I can explain it better or can have more segregations, and this is also varied in results. So that's why I am keeping them as 4 segregations, not as just 2 segregations or 2 segments. So 2 segregations in single factor DS are single factor DS and blackhead single factor DS. In double factor DS are double factor DS and blackhead double factor DS. They can be in normal cheek, they can be in white face, they can be in pastel face, they can be in yellow cheek, they can be in dominant yellow cheek, they can be in cream face. So why I have divided single factor dominant silver and into 2 types, and then double factor dominant silver into 2 types. I will focus my thing on single factor DS because I have taken more breed out of single factor DS rather than out of double factor DS, but I will explain why I have divided especially the single factor DS in 2 different segments. So when I paired up a single factor DS that showed its signs after getting adult with a normal bird, now we are taking normal cheeks, both birds, so I got DS out of it, but they were of lesser proportion than those birds that show a blackhead in a young age. And when I paired that blackhead single factor DS with a normal grey female, I got more DS out of it. The proportion was less if the bird was not blackhead but single factor DS, and the proportion was greater if the bird was blackhead from the young age, or was clear from the young age that it is a DS. So it is showing its blackhead from younger age. That's why I do this segregation. I have got, even when I have paired up single factor DS with a normal female, I have got per clutch on average you can say 1 chick, that is DS. But when I paired up blackhead single factor DS with a normal female, I have got 2 chicks in a clutch, I have got 3 chicks in a clutch that are DS, that are blackhead DS, and other birds are obviously normal cheek grays, because we are talking about the gray at the moment. And in double factor I have also seen this thing, that the double factor bird, if it is a blackhead bird, it can produce more variations because every double factor, when it will be paired up with any normal bird, it will result in all single factor. But when you have blackhead double factor DS, it gives you more variations than a bird that is not showing blackhead, especially in young age. So that's why I do different segregations in it, and it has affected the results, and I have tried to explain you that there is more proportion of DS, blackhead DS or overall DS if I have paired up a bird that showed it blackhead during young age with a normal bird, and got less proportion of DS chicks when a single factor DS was paired up with you can say a normal cheek that didn't show any kind of blackhead in young age. So these are the divisions that I make, and I have tried to explain the reason why I do make these divisions. So I have explained these two. Now I will explain that if you pair up a normal cheek with white face, so you will have split of white face chicks that will give you DS, white face DS in second generation. And moreover, if you have paired it up with pastel face, same goes, it will get results. All chicks would be split because pastel face is recessive, and you will get pastel face DS in second generation. Moreover, when you if your bird is if your bird is not split to pastel face, if you paired it up with sex linked yellow cheek, only the male chick that would be coming out of it would be split to yellow cheek, and they will in future produce sex linked yellow cheek DS. If that is dominant yellow cheek paired up with normal cheek, there would be few chicks that would be dominant cheek and other would be normal cheek, not split, because it is a dominant mutation. So now we will talk about if we have paired up with white face DS, pastel face paired up that is not split to white face will result in all pastel face, split to white face, sex linked yellow cheek, all yellow cheek that would be split to white face. And if you have paired up cream face, pure cream face, all chicks would be cream face and would be split to white face. And if cream face with white face gene paired up with white face DS, there could be some cream face chicks and some chicks could be white face chicks. So this is sorry, I forgot to tell you about dominant yellow cheek. If you pair up dominant yellow cheek, all chicks would be dominant yellow cheek but would be split to white face. So this is going to be when you pair up these things, and these things will happen. So one more thing, let me clarify that I mentioned, or that is said, that do not pair up a DS to DS on continuous basis, and especially when you want to produce a double factor DS, at least minimum 2 times, 1 or 2 times you pair it up with normal birds with no splits to have DS chicks that are of good health. When you pair up, I have also seen it in my experience, that when you pair up DS to DS, then there are maximum chances of maximum chicks getting died in nest box, and you are getting very low results. But if you are pairing it up with normal birds, you are getting very good results and healthy chicks. And especially do not pair up double factor dominant silver with any dominant silver, rather pair it up in all the cases with normal birds that can be normal grey or white face grey. So the international price, I think estimated price that is in my mind about DS, single factor DS, is 400 USD and double factor DS is 600 USD per pair. But I am not 100% sure about these prices. I will mention these prices also, but if somebody knows better about these prices, he or she can tell it to the people about that knowledge. This was about DS mutation and why I do more segregation in DS, and what are the reasons for it, and how different pairings are going to result us in this kind of thing. Thank you very much for watching this video. Inshallah we will meet in next video. Allah Hafiz.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم اللہ الرحمن الرحیم وَإِن يَكَادُ الَّذِينَ كَفَرُوا لَيُزْلِقُونَكَ بِأَبْصَارِهِمْ لَمَّا سَمِعُوا الذِّكْرَ وَيَقُولُونَ إِنَّهُ لَمَجْنُونٌ وَإِن يَكَادُ الَّذِينَ كَفَرُوا لَيُزْلِقُونَكَ بِأَبْصَارِهِمْ لَمَّا سَمِعُوا الذِّكْرَ وَيَقُولُونَ إِنَّهُ لَمَجْنُونٌ وَمَا هُوَ إِلَّا ذِكْرٌ لِلْعَالَمِينَ صدق اللہ مولانا العظیم اعوذ باللہ من الشیطان الرجیم بسم اللہ الرحمن الرحیم وَإِن يَكَادُ الَّذِينَ كَفَرُوا لَيُزْلِقُونَكَ بِأَبْصَارِهِمْ لَمَّا سَمِعُوا الذِّكْرَ وَيَقُولُونَ إِنَّهُ لَمَجْنُونٌ وَإِن يَكَادُ الَّذِينَ كَفَرُوا لَيُزْلِقُونَكَ بِأَبْصَارِهِمْ لَمَّا سَمِعُوا الذِّكْرَ وَيَقُولُونَ إِنَّهُ لَمَجْنُونٌ وَمَا هُوَ إِلَّا ذِكْرٌ لِلْعَالَمِينَ صدق اللہ مولانا العظیم اعوذ باللہ من الشیطان الرجیم بسم اللہ الرحمن الرحیم وَإِن يَكَادُ الَّذِينَ كَفَرُوا لَيُزْلِقُونَكَ بِأَبْصَارِهِمْ لَمَّا سَمِعُوا الذِّكْرَ وَيَقُولُونَ إِنَّهُ لَمَجْنُونٌ وَإِن يَكَادُ الَّذِينَ كَفَرُوا لَيُزْلِقُونَكَ بِأَبْصَارِهِمْ لَمَّا سَمِعُوا الذِّكْرَ وَيَقُولُونَ إِنَّهُ لَمَجْنُونٌ وَمَا هُوَ إِلَّا ذِكْرٌ لِلْعَالَمِينَ صدق اللہ مولانا العظیم اعوذ باللہ من الشیطان الرجیم بسم اللہ الرحمن الرحیم وَإِن يَكَادُ الَّذِينَ كَفَرُوا لَيُزْلِقُونَكَ بِأَبْصَارِهِمْ لَمَّا سَمِعُوا الذِّكْرَ وَيَقُولُونَ إِنَّهُ لَمَجْنُونٌ وَإِن يَكَادُ الَّذِينَ كَفَرُوا لَيُزْلِقُونَكَ بِأَبْصَارِهِمْ لَمَّا سَمِعُوا الذِّكْرَ وَيَقُولُونَ إِنَّهُ لَمَجْنُونٌ وَمَا هُوَ إِلَّا ذِكْرٌ لِلْعَالَمِينَ صدق اللہ مولانا العظیم اعوذ باللہ من الشیطان الرجیم بسم اللہ الرحمن الرحیم وَإِن يَكَادُ الَّذِينَ كَفَرُوا لَيُزْلِقُونَكَ بِأَبْصَارِهِمْ لَمَّا سَمِعُوا الذِّكْرَ وَيَقُولُونَ إِنَّهُ لَمَجْنُونٌ وَإِن يَكَادُ الَّذِينَ كَفَرُوا لَيُزْلِقُونَكَ بِأَبْصَارِهِمْ لَمَّا سَمِعُوا الذِّكْرَ وَيَقُولُونَ إِنَّهُ لَمَجْنُونٌ وَمَا هُوَ إِلَّا ذِكْرٌ لِلْعَالَمِينَ صدق اللہ مولانا العظیم اعوذ باللہ من الشیطان الرجیم